Boom, here we go. Showtime. I'm super excited and so happy to be narrating this one. One, because I love Georgie. He's one of the coolest dudes in the academy. I remember him when he walked through the doors, freshly with a fresh newbie, smelled like a newbie, but had the heart of a lion for sure, man. Now it's been 10 years in his journey, and just seeing his progress is amazing, man. And to be a part of that, to know that I'm helping him and giving him tips, and I know that my roles are contributing to his progress. But to be honest, after all my injuries, it's been humbling to come in and give these guys my all. I don't want to hinder their training, and I definitely don't want them taking it easy on me. So here I am giving them my all, my best, and as you can see, he's got a really nice tempo. I love when guys push my cardio just like he's doing right now. I have that quarter guard right here, so I grab that foot because I know he's gonna pop it, so I want to be ready to catch the other one just like that. And I was actually expecting him to flatten me back out, but he goes up high, and I'm suspect he's gonna sit through and get that triangle from top. So I flatten out real quick again and kind of give him less options of attacking. So right here, this is one of my favorite sweeps. I'm trying to set up, but he's keeping that hip at an angle, which makes my wrist really difficult to bump him. As you can see how he's got a tilt on that hip, which is great defense. So now I'm trying to grab that foot to create a little bit off balance, get his head forward so I can roll over, but nope, he's not having any of that. He's like, hell no, Jeff. Shit. Stays heavy on top. Again, well, good control. I'm just chilling at the bottom, staying relaxed. He goes up high again, but now he definitely shoots that triangle up there. Part of me feels a little comfortable, not too concerned. As long as I got my hand wedged in there, I know he can't lock it up. I start walking my knees. Usually I'm gonna get ready to explode and rotate facing him. Or sometimes in this position, I'll catch the foot and turn anyway, and I'll be on my knees. So I'm not, and there I go. That's exactly what I said I'll do. Now it's my turn to do my best to pass. Now these days, in my 40s, I try to play this kind of really slow pace. Doesn't look slow, but I do my best to just expend energy when I can. Try to close all the pockets. He's been working on this. He's got me a few times, but I'm going old school, driving my head right on his chin, throwing his spine off alignment, as you can see there. So it's going to make it difficult for him to sweep me. He does get the sweep, but I timed it, so I kind of went with that push along with the roll. He goes for this guillotine darts. I'm keeping my elbow pressed to my ribs so he doesn't get a good cinch on it. Grab that leg to help me turn my hips down towards the mat, and here I am again. I'm gonna stay heavy on him, slow him down a little bit. Just a lot of times when I'm training, I like to imagine I'm like molasses, where I just move really slow and make them carry my weight. I love when they do this because I lock in this Kimura. Now I stay heavy on them, and I'm ready to go for my kill. But saved by the bell. I love you, Georgie. Great role, man. Can't wait to do it again. He's an amazing athlete, and I can't wait to see where he's going on his. Boom, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, the Black Belt Mindset, the channel that's to inspire and motivate you to take actions and do the sport that you truly love. I got my good friend George here today. I had a great role with him. So real quick, just introduce yourself, tell us your name, your age, your rank, and how long you've been training.
I'm George. I'm 38 years old from Brooklyn. I'm a brown belt, and this year I'm coming up on 10 years.
Damn, that long, huh? Wow, that's amazing. I know George when he came in, and 10 years goes by really quick, really quick. So George, the reason I'm starting this channel is because I want to inspire people to take actions and do what seems hard at first, and then it just becomes easy. What inspired you to start doing jiu-jitsu, which we all know it's not an easy sport? What inspired you to say, hey, I'm coming in?
So I grew up as an athlete and musician, but athlete big time. Definitely swimming was like my big thing, but I played other sports. And then I took time off in my 20s. I was focusing on music, and I really got into like meditation and stuff like that. So I kind of, with the meditation, I wanted to learn the martial arts, right? Because I kind of had this like epiphany, sitting on a cushion, being like, dude, you're still in your 20s, like move while you fucking can, and figure out how you could find meditation and movement. Right, so I started off doing Jeet Kune Do because I read the Tao of Jeet Kune Do by Bruce Lee.
Of course.
I started doing boxing and kickboxing, and I was like, I don't want to do that pajama stuff, you know. And then I tried the pajama stuff, and it was the best. Obviously, that's why we're all junkies over here doing jiu-jitsu in the blue basement every day or as often as we can. And I fell in love with it, and I've been training pretty much consistently there, and all the other arts that I still like to dabble in, like boxing and kickboxing and stuff. I've scaled down big time, but still find time to hit the bag, for staying in shape.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
stuff.
That's cool, man. Thank you for sharing. So, with that being said, jiu-jitsu is a sport where like people will try it, becomes so difficult, and that they leave, or trials and tribulations come around their life, and first excuse they don't come anymore. What inspires you today to keep coming in, despite of what's going on in your life, all your hardships? What makes you keep coming in?
Man, this might be a little bit of a counterintuitive answer, but like if you don't, and forgive me if this is out of pocket, but if you don't really want to do it, you shouldn't do it. Like you should find what is in your like. This brings me so much joy. It makes me so happy, and fuck yeah, I've been super miserable and bummed out at myself, and it's been hard. But it brings me so much joy, and I'm so fucking happy to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to come here regularly that I do it. So if your thing is playing music, if that's what it used to be for me, like go find the music thing. If it is triathlons, like we've talked about, go do that, man. Go do the thing that you fucking get miserable when you can't do it because something blocks it.
Yeah. Love the passion.
Is that all right?
Man. Yeah, hell yeah. Love the passion, man. So, man, I've been on this journey for 20 years, done the triathlon. And here's the crazy thing, we all get tested by the universe. Something happens that says you're not going to be able to do. You might not be able to do, but you overcome that. What has been one of your greatest challenges to today that could have hindered you, your training, or even coming back? And you said, you know what, you've built this discipline, that strong mindset, and you come and you overcame it. What that was experience like for you? What was that hardship that jiu-jitsu pulled you through it?
Like something that kept me off the mats.
Or could have.
Yeah, could have. I guess two things, right? Number one, I had surgery on my knee that probably jiu-jitsu definitely had something that played a big part in it, but I snapped my knee at outside of the mats, So coming back from that was hard because I didn't know, I think like a lot of people kind of approach it too as like I have to stay in this until I get my black belt or whatever, and my thing was just like I just want to train, and the black belt will or won't come or whatever one day. So like, but that was the thing where I was like, man, I really want to reevaluate whether or not I want to continue this, and then I did, and then even before I could even train or put any weight on the knee, really, I was still coming back here and just watching. But then even earlier than that, man, I think like coming into this room, I was happy. I was definitely happy to come into this room. I wasn't so intimidated. I was aware that I was going to get the shit kicked out of me for many years, and still do from time to time. But I think coming in this room and just kind of being like, okay, cool, man, like, do I really want to do this? And asking myself that question and finding out that the answer is yes was pretty rad.
Yeah, cool, man. Thank you for sharing, man. Now, if there was someone out there watching this video right now and they're on the fence to want to try jiu-jitsu or just try anything that seem and sound difficult, what would you tell that person to inspire them to say, go for it?
Man, do it. Life is short, and we gotta find the things that make us happy. And I keep coming back to the happiness thing, So do it when you're gonna do it. And I think like something that it took me a long time to get over because I think it's silly, but a lot of people will say this a lot. Dude, this vast majority, almost everybody will say, "I wish I started earlier." Yeah. So I try to learn from what other people say instead of having to have the lessons beat into myself, even though that happens all the time. So when people say like, "I wish I started earlier," take that to heart and just sign up, man.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 45. I started in my early 20s, and believe me, I still say that. I wish I started
Yeah.
earlier. I do.
And
I
what was
do.
even earlier than that, man? It was a totally different game. It was a totally different era. Like you
Yeah.
wanted to start earlier, but for what? You wanted to go back to Rio, man?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for sharing, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, guys. Please, I want to hear about your journey, so you can put it on the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Boom. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you,
it.
man.